I started cooking when I was in my last year in high school, but I didn't thought about being a professional cook until after my father passed away. I needed a way to grieve, and I started cooking for friends and family at my home. And I feel like at that point, cooking to me was just comforting. I was still at home, but I was active and I was entertaining people. And that act of you're feeding someone, you're nurturing, you're making them feel, create memories, help me deal with my own issues. My father was definitely the figure in my life. With art, what I love about it is it brings me back to being a child, to painting with my father, who was an artist. When he died, I feel like I was just a kid, and it just shaped me into, I wouldn't say another person, but definitely a different perspective. And a lot of the decisions that I make in life are based on what my dad would do and enjoying things that I know he would enjoy. He was definitely the person who I want to make proud. I just want to celebrate him and make him part of my life. For me, I used to run when I was back in high school. Then I took a break. Every couple of years I try to start running again, but life gets in the middle of it. Part of the problem with running is that your mind gets more tired before your body does, right? So you think that you cannot go any longer, but you do. It's just setting your mind to do so. I stopped listening to music just because I like listening to my steps, my breathing, and regulating what my body is doing and paying attention to the cues and what's happening. And that applies to I feel everything else in my life. It's painful, so painful for the last 2 or 3 miles, but once you go through that, you know that you accomplished something. It's the feeling of this is the worst that it's ever gonna be, but if I can get through it, you're on the other side. You did it. You've completed what you wanted to do. Throughout my life, a lot of people have been challenging things that I want to do. No, that's not something that you should do or you can do. And that just kind of thing that makes me want to approach, conquer things. When my family was opposed to me being a chef, that made me want to be the best chef I could. When people doubt that I was able to do the job because I was young and I was a man, there was a lot of that in the beginning of my career. I just wanted to keep pushing, and I wanted to prove people wrong, which is a terrible thing to say, but that drive of wanting to conquer something and do something really well just so you can prove a point and prove them wrong. I think that's been sort of part of my career, my life. I left Puerto Rico and I moved here, and I made a huge deal about it. No, I'm gonna be a chef, and there was no other option. What am I gonna do? Quit and go back to Puerto Rico, sad and ashamed that I failed? Quitting was never an option. Life is just not easy, and you just have to go through it and try to do good and try to be the best you can, and most of the time you will come out on the brighter side. I raise a glass to my father, who inspired me to push through hardships, through life, to remember mind over matter, to my community, and who has supported me for the last decade and inspired me to the best chef and community member that I can for my city. Cheers.